My name's Richard Angove. I'm the Joint Managing Director of Angove Family Winemakers with my sister Victoria, and we've been making wine in South Australia since 1886. So the most important thing for storage of wine in a barrel format is temperature. Temperature affects many aspects of wine maturation. It affects colour, it affects aroma, it also affects the angel's share, the evaporative loss of the wine. And so temperature is one of the number one, and humidity is one of the number one things we look for in the perfect environment to store oak barrels. We did a very thorough review of what was in the marketplace. We did a number of site visits to other wineries, two of which already had the Climate Wizard installed. And it was very clear to us that those two environments were very superior in terms of the temperature and humidity. We were very attracted to the energy efficiency of the Climate Wizard unit. And we were also really attracted by the fact that it does pull in fresh air into the internal environment, because fresh, clean air for our workers is very important. And fresh, clean air for our product is very important. So, we did a very, very thorough review, and to be very honest, the Seeley Climate Wizard was just an exceptional unit. And we've experienced a real increase in quality in our product as a result of installing them. So in terms of the Climate Wizard's impact on the quality of product, we've seen one of the biggest impacts we've seen is vibrancy of colour. So in a wine that has been matured in an oak for 12 months in the environment that has been cooled by the Climate Wizard, we're seeing a much more vibrant purple red hue of wine. And that's really what we love to see when we look at our wines. We love to see vibrancy of colour. So an increase in the vibrancy of colour has certainly been one result, and an increase in the freshness of the fruit on the palate has been another one. So our wines are able to come out of oak with better colour and more freshness. So certainly that impact of temperature and consistent temperature is the other thing. So we don't see peaks and troughs of, high and lows. It's one consistent 14-degree temperature, and that consistency of that temperature has delivered really well for us. With the Climate Wizard environment, we are seeing less evaporative loss of our wines. So when a wine sits in barrel, you will over time lose some, the angel's share, so to speak. And what we generally do is we go around and we top barrels frequently, because you want your barrels full so that the wine does not get oxidized. So in reducing the angel's share and in reducing the evaporative loss, it's meant that we've reduced the amount of labour in terms of number of times we need to top barrels. And so that's certainly been a efficiency that we've gained. We always look, gaining efficiencies anywhere is always great. Our barrels are in a shed. The shed is air conditioned. Fresh air is certainly very important. You've got the sick building syndrome that you can have. Obviously, there's CO2. Winemaking releases CO2. So, and for a family business, we've got many priorities, but one of our key priorities is the health and safety of our team members. So, having the surety of the technology behind the Climate Wizard in delivering that fresh, pure air is great. Absolutely. In fact, we also have a Climate Wizard in our cellar door in McLaren Vale, and we use that quite often in summertime, because often we have multiple doors to the outside world open. And again, in a review of what's out there in the marketplace, we were looking for a air conditioning solution that was very effective when outside doors were also open, and obviously a regular off-the-shelf evaporative system was not going to do that. And so we spoke to the team at Seeley and looked at the technical specifications of the Climate Wizard unit and had that installed there. And so we've got quite a large event space that even on a 35-degree day with the door open, we have the Seeley Climate Wizard humming, and it's beautiful and cool. And so that's another, non-industrial use, but certainly it's working very, very effectively. And again, it's a very, very low, 80% less energy, and so quite a low-cost solution to what could have been an expensive problem. From a fifth-generation family-owned business, making wine in South Australia for quite a long time, sustainability is certainly at the heart of pretty much everything we do, whether it's in the vineyard, winery. We're always looking at ways where we can be more sustainable with the use of our precious resources, whether that's water, energy. For instance, we've got a 200 kilowatt solar set up on the roof of one of our sheds there, which provides 15-20% of our electricity. And the fact that the Seeley Climate Wizard units, have such a small footprint in terms of their energy footprint. It's almost a product that sells itself because of its sustainability credentials. So it really fitted well in with our philosophy there. And we see energy is one of the big costs to our business, and if we can reduce costs there but also do something good for the environment, then it's a win-win, which is fantastic. It's always great to do business with other like-minded businesses, Australian family-owned, similar outlook on business and the state of the economy. Very easy team to work with, very great communication between our teams and the Seeley teams. So, when business is generally easy to do and enjoyable, when there's a meeting of the minds, and it's win-win, it's great working with other great South Australian businesses. Yeah, we've had a fantastic experience with the Climate Wizard technology. We've seen an increase in the quality of our products. The process of installation was good. Backup service is excellent. Not that we've needed it because the units have just been running away. So I would certainly recommend investigating them for sure. Very, very good product.